Okay, I'm having nothing but problems here. Stupid phone calls. So I went up pinching the damn brake line in here, tightening the bolt up. It wasn't getting tight, sort of tight. I pinched the damn thing just about in half. I pulled that bolt out, stuck the shorter bolt in there, tightening it up. It still doesn't want to get tight. The back one did get tight. It's hitting on the fender over here hard. And the next problem is what the hell's going on with this bracket? It looks like the bracket's bent when you look at it from the bottom. How in the hell is a bracket bending inward when I'm trying to tighten the exhaust pipe? I don't understand this. So I'm going to pull this muffler back off, see if the bracket is bent or just an illusion. Either way, it's all the way against this. The spacer's not enough. So, a lot of issues. Number one is the stupid phone keeps ringing. So, I think we're up to about 10 calls today already. Hard to get work done. Pull everything back off and find out what the hell is going on here. At least a 1/4 inch more gap there, I think. See, now the exhaust is going back out. I do that. So, that's definitely just not thick enough on the bracket. Loosen this up, the bracket, the muffler's coming out where it belongs. So, right now I relieved the tension on the bracket. And that got things kind of back. So we got a 1/4 inch gap between the bracket and the muffler mount. So we definitely need at least a 1/4 inch more spacer in the front. Assuming the bracket's still straight, which is hard to believe it's bent because that thing's pretty tough. But who knows? It's fine. That's why we do mock-ups. See what the hell is really going on. Bracket looks straight. It did not bend the bracket, which doesn't surprise me because it's pretty stout. We are way on the pipe, so that's good. And if we're lucky, we didn't destroy this brake line, but I definitely crushed it pretty good because the bolt goes right through where the stupid damn thing is at, which is not good. Alright, so we need to come out quite a bit more than know what this spacer is. So I must have put the spacer in the other direction when I did this and not this way. So, if I turn it the flat way out, it's pretty thin that way. And I might be able to make it work by putting another set of holes in there. So instead of going this direction, I flip it this way and go this way. Put 2 holes in there like that. And it might work that way. Which is not really strong because there's a lot of area there. But it's a lot stronger this way, it's more surface area. So otherwise you can put a bunch of spacers on here, another spacer. You can make another one. But that's way thicker than that way. So, do I want to put a secondary hole in there this way or not? That I'm not sure about. Yeah, that's kind of an iffy question there. So initially I got to figure out how much gap I need, so that's going to be washers. If I need this much area here, there's enough room in here to do that. Looks like we can put that in there. Take this and put it right in the middle. Like that. And we'll see if we get enough distance here to make things work. That should be way too much offset, but who knows? I do need longer bolts though. Just a ½ inch more. I think that's way too much. But that might be what it takes. We'll know until we try it. We know what we've got too little of. Longer bolts. That should be plenty of length. Maybe a little too much for one. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so we just moved out a ½ inch. So if we got more than a ¼ inch clearance here and we're done, just a little bit thick. If we got a ¼ inch here and we're done, then this is the correct thickness. All right, let's go ahead and lock up the pipe again, the muffler, and see what we got. Initially it looks pretty good. Washer. So this is bolt been like going in now. Alright, where's that line at? She's way from that line now. Squeaking it in right here. Pulled it right in here when I do that. So we need to do something that's different than that. So, we need about 1/8 of an inch gap here. That 1/2 inch space there looks good. We're touching back here again, so we need to bend this bracket in a little bit. If we bend it in this side, it'll go in on the, it'll pivot outward on the front, I think, and give me what I need. That'd be my guess. And we do have our clearance on our fender here, so we got plenty of room to do that pivoting thing. Now it's just a matter of where we want to pivot it at. I'd like to get more clearance here, so we'll loosen this up, see how we gain clearance there. There's our clearance back. Now as I tighten this one here, let's see what we get on here. This one is tight. What did I do? I loosened up the wrong bracket. Obviously the bolts, something got loosened up and it shouldn't be loosened up. Everything's moving. And the bracket's loose. I loosened up the wrong thing. That's tight again. It's tight. Okay. Got our gap there. A lot of gap there. How much gap do we have on the front bolt? Yeah, we got at least 1/8 of an inch gap on that front bolt up there. The back one's tight. So if I bend the bracket in, that should cock it and cause my clearance in the front to get there. And we'll take up some of this gap here because we got quite a bit in here. So we're going to bend that bracket. We're going to give it a precision adjustment. So I need to go make a spacer. And this. bend this properly. That spacer's real fat like the frame, so we'll make it the same dimension as this one. So I can make that. This is bent a little bit too, so I got to shorten it up a little bit anyway. So we'll go ahead and shorten it in the bandsaw. Do some more work. We'll be back.